So a clear set of final instructions before the boxers retreat to their respective corners ahead of this 71-kilogram quarter-final, the winner going through to Paris 2024 with a quota place in this weight class. So we are underway then. Action in the 71-kilogram division between boxers from Uzbekistan and Jordan. The southpaw wearing red, using terrifically quick feet to glide his way around the boxing ring. Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev, 22 years of age, a reigning world championship gold medalist at 67 kilograms, competing here at 71 because 67 not contested on the Olympic program. His opponent, wearing blue, is Zayed Hussein Ashesh, 25 years of age, from the Jordanian capital, Amman, 2022 Asian Continental silver medalist at 71 kilograms. And his second attempt to qualify for Paris 2024 was to the formidable Seiwa Nakazawa of Japan in the second preliminary round of that multi-sport event. And this, a contest between boxers of contrasting styles, because Muyndinkhudjaev is as slick a boxer and punch picker as they come, as he just ran his man onto a jolting southpaw right jab, whereas Zayed Hussein is a come-forward boxer and, dare I say it, brawler. He used that quality terrifically yesterday to outpoint the man, Cuellar from Cuba. Incredibly determined, fantastically conditioned, and he will continue to press. He will continue to seek to press all contest long. But Muyndinkhudjaev, a very difficult man to tag cleanly, and possesses blisteringly quick hands as well.
We know Ashesh is definitely going to be testing the engine of Muyndinkhudjaev tonight in this round.
Muyndinkhudjaev looking for a southpaw left, that wasn't too far away. Good right hand to the body scored by Ashesh when the two men came together at close range. Here's a counter left hand right jab in response from Muyndinkhudjaev. Roundhouse left was off the mark. Check right hook was a scoring shot from Muyndinkhudjaev. Went looking for it again, but was inaccurate. Oh, beautiful right hook to end that three-shot salvo from Muyndinkhudjaev. And Ashesh hands up now as he tries to work his way back into his own punching range. Muyndinkhudjaev electing to hold his feet and just luring, goading Ashesh to get into his wheelhouse, where he's confident that he'll tag him. He almost followed through the elbow there. Did you see that? He missed with the right hook and brought the elbow back. Thankfully, it didn't make contact with Ashesh. The accuracy just decreased through this passage of the round from both boxers. Ashesh winding up with his back to Muyndinkhudjaev. Muyndinkhudjaev up on his toes at the 10-second clapper once again as he circumnavigates the boxing ring. Good right hand landed by Ashesh after Muyndinkhudjaev found his back skimming the ropes. Well, Ashesh celebrating at the sound of the bell, but I thought it was Muyndinkhudjaev who did the better work. So too did 4 of the judges. Judge number 1 preferring the front foot pressure that Ashesh was seeking to bring to bear in the first 3 minutes. Really
good from Muyndinkhudjaev there. Just able to keep his man at bay and not let him get into his punching distance where Ashesh likes to be. He likes to be mid to short range, as he was there, to be able to land his big swinging hooks.
Ashesh is impossible to discourage. Live scoring will mean that he will be aware of the context of the bout. The Uzbekistan coach really does work hard to keep the core temperature of his boxers down, dousing them with that saturated towel, refreshing showers of cold water, seeking to cool them down because the action in the ring is searingly hot. The second round underway. Zayed Hussein to secure a second consecutive Olympic quota place, but he's conceded the first round 4-1, and Muyndinkhudjaev now showcasing his fantastic footwork. The speed at which he's able to glide around the ring really is notable. Moving around the ring in that fashion takes an awful lot of energy. Will he be able to keep the movement going? Not too far away with the lead southpaw left on the counter. Muyndinkhudjaev. Here comes the marauding Zayad Hashesh, you know he's going to throw everything at his man in a bid to overturn the deficit. Practically ran in, leading with his head there, and Muyndinkhudjaev is going to have to be aware of that. He won't want to get into a physical brawl with a naturally bigger man, and that is why he's using the space of the ring. And you saw him feeling his head to see whether he has indeed sustained a cut. As Hashesh trying to cut off the ring, but Muyndinkhudjaev so adept at using the space of it. Well, we saw Muyndinkhudjaev reach for his hairline, and I pointed out when the clash of heads occurred because Zayad Hashesh marched in and bull rushed his man on a forward foray. Saw referee Mr. Lee Innes of Great Britain bump his knuckles together, indicating that this cut had been caused by an accidental clash of heads. There's a right hook landed on the resumption by Hashesh, but how about that for a check right hook spinning off the line as the heads come together once again.
Hashesh is really going to make this messy. I think he's going to try and turn this into a dogfight like yesterday.
That perhaps his best possibility of turning this one around. He's spoken to by the referee about his responsibility to keep his head up. Charges in once again, only to find Muyndinkhudjaev has ghosted away. Oh, that's a good right hand to the body from Hashesh. That was no doubt just perhaps an investment to possibly slow down Muyndinkhudjaev in the later rounds. Long left hook from Hashesh, counter single from Muyndinkhudjaev. And again, Hashesh with his hands down low, almost recklessly boring his way into his own punching territory. Good right hand from Hashesh as he pours forward once again. Muyndinkhudjaev keeping the movement going, rendering Hashesh inaccurate. Again, Hashesh looking to free his hands and land anything on his opponent. Gloves, forearms, possibly even elbows as he charges forwards once again. Beautiful combination punching off the ropes from Muyndinkhudjaev. Hashesh managed to tag him before he could escape. Now Muyndinkhudjaev fashioning a clinch, forcing the command of break from the referee. Both boxers step back before resuming the action. Hashesh looking to literally leg it after Muyndinkhudjaev, who's just looking to frustrate Hashesh now, because he celebrated that escape from the corner by pursing his lips in the direction of the man from Jordan, who came like a steam train in that second round. And he has managed to tie it up. Well, he's leading for one judge. He's tied it up for one judge, but crucially, Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev is leading for 3 of the 5 scoring judges, which means that Hashesh needs a massive final round to take us back to countback, or more simply, he needs to get his man out of there inside the distance to be declared the victor.
Yeah, Hashesh tried really hard there to pull that score back and to catch his man in red. But the man in red did really well to stay out of trouble, stayed on his bike, slipped, rolled, tucked, went under, did everything he could to stay out of the way of the man in blue, Hashesh.
Let's go. Time.
Too much non-petroleum jelly applied to the visage of Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev. It's non-petroleum jelly in Olympic-style boxing. 1 in 1,000 adrenaline solution permitted to treat the injury that occurred after an accidental clash of heads. Hashesh, rough and physical on the inside once again. Clinging on desperately was Muyndinkhudjaev, wouldn't let him get his hands free. And both boxers spoken to by Mr. Lee Innes about excessive holding. On the resumption, it was a spearing 1-2 to the body, scored by Muyndinkhudjaev. Beautiful left hand to begin that 2-shot salvo from the reigning world champion at 67 kilograms. Now both men keen to show the referee that it's not them doing the holding, but this is terrific bout management in the face of a marauding opponent from Muyndinkhudjaev, because he's just claiming his man, but such was the force of the bull rush from Hashesh that both boxers practically going over the top rope.
This is good work from Muyndinkhudjaev, just moving around the ring, not getting involved.
See him just breaking out into a bit of a jog to maintain the gap between himself and Ashesh. And Ashesh remaining concentrated. He's got to try and cut off the ring, and that is why, well, the referee reminding Muyndinkhudjaev that he's got to engage. If you're going to get on your bike, beautiful right hand landed out of the southpaw stance from Muyndinkhudjaev. But occasionally you have to hold your feet and engage with your opponent. You cannot simply run away for the entirety of a round in the event that you have a lead.
Ashesh is doing everything he can to try and pin his man down and score some points. But every time he comes close, his man in red just ties him up, doesn't allow him to work.
The binding on the left glove of Muyndinkhudjaev is going to need some attention. You want the Velcro to catch himself or his opponent in the eye. Action continues to unfold here. And Ashesh simply not able to get any offense away. Muyndinkhudjaev weaving beautifully in the pocket, performed the salute with the glove, put it up by his temple as though he was answering an old school telephone. Ashesh continues to press, looking to score with a two-shot salvo. But Muyndinkhudjaev, there he takes the right hand to the chin. And Ashesh simply can't unload the marauding attacks that we so readily associate with his style of boxing. And that binding addressed, and the boxer's not waiting for the command of restart. As soon as Mr. Lee Innes tossed the straight tape outside of the ring, Ashesh was in his mix, in the mix of Muyndinkhudjaev and letting his hands go. Well, he needs a single shot KO here now. And that is the last roll of the dice. Oh, and there's a left hook to dislodge the mouthpiece right before the bell. Testament to the fact that Zayat Ashesh never stops coming, continues to believe that he can end this contest inside the distance, and that was a cracking left hook landed. But the man who jumps for joy at the sound of the bell, Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev, had just secured his Olympic quota place. Battled through the adversity of a cut that was caused after an accidental clash of heads, but it's a job very well done indeed by Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev to neutralize the front foot swarming aggression that Zayat Ashesh of Jordan brings to his craft of boxing. Nice to see that respect between the two. All we need now is confirmation of the result, which will surely send Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev through to the Paris Olympic Games.
And the winner by 5-3 decision and qualified for the Olympic Games Paris 2024 in the red corner representing...
Jumping for joy is Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev. The reigning world champion at 67 kilograms fulfills his Olympic dream at the second attempt, because at the first continental qualifier, after 2 rounds of boxing where he was leading against the reigning world champion from his neighboring nation of Kazakhstan at 71 kilograms, Aslanbek Shimbergenov, he was dramatically stopped in the third and final round of the Asian Games. But here, at his second attempt, he has made no mistake, and that is why he is hugging his coaches with absolute glee. A very good performance indeed to neutralize the marauding figure of Zayat Hussein Ashesh. And it is Asadkhuja Muyndinkhudjaev who secures an Olympic quota place to go through to Paris 2024. But that testament to the fact that Ashesh never